What is up, YouTube? Today we're back, and today we're going to be making a dual graph mount for the front of my bass boat, because everywhere they want hundreds of dollars for them, and I already have the metal laying around, I bet. And plus, I like to make stuff and challenge myself, so I'm going to take you along on my journey of putting this Explorer 12 and Explorer 10 on my bass boat. We got Mega Live 2. We need to get back on there. I need to mount back up my helix on the console. I got my 360 sitting in the corner over there. That's got to go back on. And yeah, I got an extra bracket for the Helix 9. So, with that being said, I need to just come up with a basic mount first that goes over the trolling motor foot pedal for the Helix 12. No, the Explorer 12 to sit on. So I'm thinking I'm just going to make like a regular style, maybe adjustable, maybe it'll tip a little bit. I got some ideas for that. But I need to then make a mount off of that to put the Explorer 10 on once I get the base mount set. So there's not going to be much to it, I hope. But I'm probably going to include a few things that would be cool and some that are not necessary, some that are. So let's go to the barn, see the boat, and get some measurements for the first mount over the trolling motor foot pedal. Shoo! I recruited help. Hey, you gonna help me? No? Okay. Anyway, I brought the Explorer 12 over here in a bracket just to get a rough measurement over here. I'm thinking I'm gonna make the mount go from here over and then to there. The old Helix 9 was mounted right there, which, yeah, the carpet's matted down and there's holes, but what do, right? There'll be an Explorer 12 here and hopefully an Explorer 12 here, hopefully an Explorer 10 here, with enough room to miss the target lock, which I have an adapter coming from that to go to Mega Live, from Mega Live 1 increments that it's on right now to Mega Live 2. Then we just got to throw the 360 back on there, and we got to run one power wire from here to the fuse panel at the console for my Explorer 10. Should have all the other power I need. If I got I got Mega Live power already there. It's hooked up to target lock, so I just gotta hook Mega Live to there, and then 360s right there and right there, I believe. I labeled it all. So I'm gonna get to measuring, figuring stuff out. He's gonna help as much as he can. Yeah, she's looking quite pretty this year. You can see there's a couple dings on it, you know, a couple rock chips, but I gotta replace that S sticker. I might get new decals for the side. Those are just like... What are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to help. You're not helping. You're distracting. Alright, I need to measure some stuff. So that's the first iteration of the product. It's looking pretty good so far. Just got it all tacked up, as you just saw. Now we'll mount the fish finder on top of it, take it over there, see if it fits. I may have to grind around those corners or cut them off with a jigsaw, who knows. But yeah, we'll round it. It's obviously not pretty because it's not done. Alright, so that's the Explorer 12 mounted up over the test fit up there. You can see the issue I'm having is between that and there. I have to try and put this Explorer 10 right here. Looks like I'm just gonna have enough room, but I'm gonna have to build something off of this and then to come up. If I have to, I have a space right there where I can do that. I'd really like it to be one solid mount, but I guess at the end of the day, if I really needed it to be, it could be two separate mounts, but that's close. I guess I could always extend that pole up. Boom. $28 worth of steel and some bird food. Would probably make all of this that I've already cut out, because that's 13 inches or 12 inches. This is 13 inches. That's 4. That's like 8, 10. Yeah, so I got about 24 inches right here, and that piece is 48 inches. And then, yeah, and then the tubing. So for about $28, you can make this mount for your bass boat if you have the other thousands of dollars in tools that I have. But let's get after it. I had to cut a bunch of people. Whoa! I'm just gonna stop talking and I'm gonna go cut some metal pieces out. That is beautiful. Let me come around here, show you guys what that's working with. Woo! Shoo! That's beautiful. Still gotta weld everything up. That's tacked. Everything's just kind of tacked together. The feet are welded on fully. These are just tacked on up here. That plate's just tacked on, needs to be welded fully. But we got them lining up. All the ports look good. I got the top one just a hair taller, so I don't have to worry about any problems through that area. But as you can see, they are pretty close to exactly perfect. Yikes. They look good. Time to test fit them. Alright, let's get you guys the best view I can possibly get. This is either going to be really good. Got metal shavings on this camera from grinding on by it yesterday. This is either going to be really good or really bad. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That is perfect. Needs to come that way a little bit. Otherwise, That is mint. The only thing is this carpet here is a different height. So I know, well, I figured I was going to have to round this off. So I'll round this off right on that mark. And then it can come up a little bit more. And that should give me the 1/2 inch of space. And it should put this where I can bolt this on this carpet. This part of the carpet is just needs to be like raked back up. It's been matted down for so long with the helix sitting there, but it should come back up a little bit. If not, I can put a plate of metal there. But dang, that is money. I can still get this plate out of here easily. Obviously the foot pedal, to get the foot pedal out, you'd have to take this whole mount off. But this should clear there. Look at that fitment. Oh, that's a view and a half right there. Shoo! As you guys can't tell at all, right? That I'm excited as I'll get out. Look at that. Now just imagine that's all pretty welded up and powder coated black. Sheesh. Shoo! That felt like it took forever to finish. But it is all finished welded. I added a gusset right there so that wouldn't bend when I was welding. I got all the gussets on the front, gussets on the side. The fitment, as you saw, is perfect. And if we spin it around, obviously it's not painted. It's not fully done. Look at how good that thing looks. Sheesh. Obviously not fully done, because it has to get somewhat sandblasted in those areas where I couldn't reach with the grinder, or like up under there where I couldn't reach with the grinder. Obviously, you know, like way in there I couldn't reach. So I'm gonna have them sandblast that, and like super tight against those welds I couldn't get that. So I'm gonna have them sandblast that. The rest of it, as you can see, I ground down a good amount. I gotta drill a hole here and here, and on the other side the same, and then one hole right there. I think I'm gonna drill a hole right in there so that I can bolt that down back there, these two down. But yeah, everything looks great. I will peel the covers off these bad boys. Brand new Humminbird Explorer 12 and 10. Fitment is perfect. Perfect spacing. This fits on my boat, as you saw in the clips previous to this. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is going to be awesome to look at on the water. I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions on the measurement for this mount, I will look at your comments before I make the next video, because it'll probably be a good week before I can get this powder coated, I would assume. Or maybe it'll be fast because it's something small and they can just kind of boom, done. Something easy they can get out of the way. Either way, I think that I've rambled on enough. Any comments, I'll answer in the next video, or I'll respond to your comment if it doesn't take like a bunch of time. But dimension-wise, I'll probably go over that next video, all that stuff. Give you a simple rundown. Obviously, you can see it's done. You can see the screens are mounted up, and the fitment is nice. I wanted to say something other than nice right there, but we'll keep it family friendly, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.